Hey everybody, it's the Liching Hour. I'm the Lich, and this is the Apocabitch Roadshow. Apocabeeps.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Apocabeeps.
Hello.
Hi,
Are
Apocabeeps.
we the
Bonjour.
minions, though?
Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, well, no, you're still... Okay, whatever. And this is the Minions.
Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's up?
Our resident Redditor, Legion, thank you for that.
What?
Oh.
Am I being called out?
What?
Yeah,
I feel called out.
You're like, well, technically, we're the Minions. Yes, tonight we are still Minions. We are playing the other group of adventurers on the planet that Mao and the Muses have visited in order to begin destruction. Send them on the road to apocalypse. The Minions, however, do not know of such thing. They are they're just starting out on their adventures, just starting to grow, sent out on quests by Mao, their benefactor at the moment. Yes. Oh, wait, do we have are all the voices on? I turned them all off last. All right, now talk.
I'm talking.
Hello.
I am
Hello.
talking.
And it lit up like Christmas.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
It's raining men, but the bodies hit the floor.
Same song.
All right, so we are deep in the chasm, just a mile outside of Fieri's Dive, in the northern peninsula or northern continent of this planet. We are here to release Palindris. Yeah, that's what you can call it, Palindris.
Plumbus.
You can call her whatever you want. I don't remember.
Columbus.
Plumbus.
Plumbus.
A being of chaos, or a being or an entity that you were sent to free by Mao. And it's apparently at the bottom of this chasm. May or may not be connected to the gigantic tentacles that permeate certain parts of the caves that they've experienced so far. Also in here are these cultists with tentacles for arms and no faces, just the rubbery feeling of of tentacles themselves over their faces. No eyes, no anything. You guys had found this big mill, and these villagers were toiling around it and grinding these scales and teeth and suckers and other things into this gray powder. After last week's big climactic fight with some cultists, a bunch of gray ones, but you found that there's also red-robed, crimson-robed ones and yellow-robed one. You defeated them, even though Fashma fell. Right? It was Fashma. Fashma, you saw death. And
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
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 Fashma had to make a deal with death in order to survive. And the deal was that death would not see Fashma again before Cooper. That Cooper.
So, I gotta keep Cooper alive is
Yes.
what I'm getting at.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
As long as it's like the boy who lived.
Or is it they'd better see you first before Cooper?
I think it was.
No, I think Death had to see Cooper before they would take Fashma.
I just became a Horcrux.
Yeah, so you need to keep Cooper alive. Yeah.
I was taking a nap.
Who's taking a nap?
I was.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
in the boople sleep. I was in the raccoon sleep.
Yeah. And yeah, the raccoon bag.
The raccoon bag, yeah.
The
Hello, sack.
All right, so you guys had rested. Or we were all in the roll 20. I'm in the roll 20. Yay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Lich.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why I was all screwed up. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so to catch you up some more, Booble Snoot, that all happened. The cultists lay dead. Late gave robes from the cultists to the villagers, told them roughly how to get out, and the villagers wore the robes to climb up and out and let everybody know in town what was going on. But not before you all rested for a little bit. So you got kind of a short rest. Re-upped your prepared spells, that kind of thing. And then right before we had ended last time, you said that you'd wanted to head north where the cultists had come from. So that's where we're starting. We're going to start where you've gone north. The villagers have left. Hopefully they'll get home okay. You guys had packed up and then started off into the larger cave to the north. The first thing you saw was this kind of big, you can only assume it was a kind of a training area, as there's like wooden staffs and mats and some wood poles that were set up. It was apparently like ninja training room for the cultists, this big kind of open area. Nothing else to really see there, but there was a passageway further north, and you took that, and where you find yourself now is on a landing that overlooks a narrow 20-foot wide ravine. Below you, the ravine writhes with a sense of motion. You see squirming tentacles rising and falling in the depths amidst a squirming mass of suckers, eyeballs, claws, and other tentacled appendages. There are lots of like rope type things that go down into ropes with like little there's something on the ends of them that are over the side for collecting something. You're not quite sure. There's like 4 or 5 of them along over the side. Across the ravine, this is just I'd say they're like 20-foot rope, and you can't tell because it's they're down in the tentacles, in the midst of the tentacles, so you don't know where the rope leads down in there.
Okay.
Across the ravine, that's on your side. Across the ravine, however, is a drawbridge that's flush against the opposite cave wall and held tight with stout iron chains. And then wafting in the wind far below, when you're quiet, you can hear this weird ululating sound, like you heard on the stairs before with the cultists.
Oh, that means there's some more tentacles. I don't like that.
Far down past the tentacles. It doesn't sound close enough to be danger.
Late wants to bring up one of the ropes with the bucket that you said that there was collecting something. He wants to see what the something is.
Yeah. So you pull it up. There's a little bit of a catch, and then you manage to pull it up, and as it comes up, you see it's full of like scales and suckers, and it's just a little pot with some like almost like rusty hook type things in the end, this way and that way, that must collect scales and stuff. This is the stuff that they were milling back before. This must be where they
It's the fishing hole.
They reap some of that. It's a what?
It's the fishing hole.
Yeah, it's a fishing hole.
What
For
are
sure.
they fishing for? Is there water
Well,
at the bottom? We don't know.
No, for the tentacles, eyes, and all that shit. That's what comes up in the bowls. So these bowls were kind of made to collect that, and then they take it to the mill and they crush it all down into a gray powder.
But the mill is gone. No more mill.
Oh
How
yeah.
Goodbye,
does the tentacle
civilization.
monster
Yeah, sorry.
feel about this?
Yes. Floyd destroyed the mill.
Oh, did we release those people?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
the villagers I was talking about.
Yeah.
Great.
And Late helped Floyd destroy the thing because Floyd was upset in their blood brothers.
Yes. Okay.
I believe I was dead during this.
Yeah.
I'm focused.
I
now,
just-
sorry.
I just have one. I have one question about that. Does Late know Fashma died, or
No.
did everyone just assume he knows?
Well, here's the thing. No, but you guys don't really know that Fashma died. Fashma got up, was healed. Chester healed them. They got up. You don't, unless Fashma has told you all that they met death.
I have not.
Yeah,
I have.
you have no idea that they died.
I'm gonna keep that little tidbit to myself, because A, chaos, and B, I don't want my upper hand to be lost.
I think Cooper did know because it ended up that Cooper is less weirded out by Fashma after that happened. So I think that Cooper does know.
Okay.
Did that happen? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on my way to getting my bond resolved.
Yes.
Okay.
So I turned into a Winnebago in Mao's image.
Oh yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh dear God. But
What's up, Crazy C? All right, so you guys are standing on this ravine. Across is the only way forward here is a drawbridge that's across the ravine. It's about 20 feet across. That's flush with the wall, meaning it's been pulled up, and not down. And you,
Okay.
yeah.
Do I
What'd you
have
like
a...
How-
to do to-
No, I don't have a grappling hook in this one.
How rickety does the bridge look?
Looks pretty stout. Like it's yeah.
Who here has the best arms?
It might be me. It might be me.
I have weak noodle arms.
Noodle
I have
arms.
0 in strength, so
Oh, strength, I got nothing. Dexterity, however.
I also have nothing.
Oh,
I actually
one
have a
strength.
negative in strength.
Well,
I have a negative in there.
I have a +1
Um,
in strength.
May I use my shapeshifter move?
I'm gonna start playing Stairway to Heaven.
Absolutely. What do you wanna shapeshift into?
Mothman?
Oh God.
Mothman!
Have you studied
don't you
Mothman
feel
in the
that?
swamps? Is that what you're saying?
I have the forests and the blasted wastes, and I feel like Mothman probably likes forests.
He 100% likes forests.
He likes
I
bridges
said
even
I'm
more.
I do know.
Wait, there's no
I
lamps
know-
around, are there?
Don't
Are there any lamps around?
No land.
Take
I know too
those.
Okay, I'm safe.
I quickly,
Those.
I quickly put out my lantern that I had on. No. I do not need Mothman up my butt.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
6, that's not very good.
What?
Hold on, Crow. I wanna. Oh, you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Is that your? Oh, what does it say to do?
Hold 1 in addition to whatever the GM says.
Oh, okay.
So you can do some shenanigans.
I love how it says Floyd Pinkton sometimes makes moves.
I'm just gonna say you turn into. I mean, you describe what Mothman looks like, but you're gonna be grounded.
Okay, so it's not as useful as I wanted it to be,
Yes,
but yeah.
But explain what Mothman looks like.
So it's definitely more moth than man. It's very like hunched over, it expands outward, giant moth face, big ol' arms. No, little arms.
Oh, little arms.
Little-
What's up, Somnia?
So it's
Like T-Rex arms?
like I was gonna say, it's kind of like a T-Rex, but it's a moth. But I still have like human-ish feet.
Amazing. Amazing.
And of course, I'm still pink and have antlers. That's always
Oh,
the.
okay. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah. So with a poof, you were there. We all stand back. Wait to see what you might try to do.
He prepares to take off. He does a jump. He gets an inch off the ground.
Okay.
No, he's not jumping over the.
Okay. It's like, oh no. Okay.
He's doing the test jump.
Okay.
He waves little moth hands, and he doesn't get anywhere.
Oh.
No.
No.
Little hands.
Late begins to worship Mothman,
Boople Snoot
but
wants
in a very sarcastic way.
this power.
just like-
I want this power so I can turn into a raccoon.
All
Raccoon
hail the
powers.
Mothman.
Oh, hail moth.
Moth.
He makes a very high pitched like radio frequency noise at you all.
Oh.
The blessing of the moth.
All hail. He requires the flames of light.
We are here to destroy a cult, and in fact, we have become one.
Sounds about right for us.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So, what do you guys want to do? That's it. That's all. The only one who's done anything now is Floyd.
Cross the bridge.
Hey, I
Yeah,
pulled up a bucket.
I didn't mean to roll that. I'm sorry. I was just trying to look at the description. Is it? There's no way that this drawbridge has a lock or something on this side of it, right? I can't use tricks of the trade to disable the drawbridge to come down.
Right. You don't
Okay.
see. Yeah, you don't see any kind of device or any mechanism on this side. In fact, you don't see
Gotcha.
anything on that side other than the chains that are like bolted into the wall and then bolted
Can't
into
I-
the top of the.
No,
Wait,
that was
hold-
my other one.
Oh.
I thought I could climb smooth surfaces, but I think that was Dungeon Crawl Classics.
That was
Yeah,
definitely
it
the
was.
classes. You could try that, but go ahead. What's that? Fox?
Sorry, I was gonna say I'm just gonna kneel down and just ululate in front of the drawbridge, like I'm waiting for them to drop it for me.
Carl, I know you're in there.
I'm wearing the cultist robe, so
So here's the mental image I have. There's Booble Snoot ready but looking around trying to figure out what to do. There's Foshma just yelling in Lulu's. And then there's Mothman in the corner trying to find a lamp. And then there's Late, because I don't know everybody else. But you get what Cooper and Chester are doing, but Late's just trying to pull up a second bucket to see what's in that one. He's sure it's the same thing in the first bucket, but he wants to see all the buckets up here for some reason. And every once in a while he would stop pulling it up just to scream, "Lamp!" and then pull it back up again.
I want to attempt to climb down the rope.
Oh no.
Ooh. Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Down into the mass of tentacles?
yeah.
Okay. Man,
Want to see what's down? You said we can't see down. Like past-
No, you can't. But so you get down. We're gonna. Well, you are gonna roll, but in a second. So you grab on one of the ropes, and they're tied securely, bolted on the ledge, and you start climbing down. As you start climbing down, you guys see the tentacles start becoming more agitated, and suddenly long ones come up out with hooked claws, suckers, and eyes, and come at you. I need you to make a defy danger roll. I'm gonna say with either strength or
regret this
dexterity. Yes.
they're both 0, so it doesn't matter.
15 drinks, Arathu. Jesus Christ.
Holy
Drink
cow!
some water, bruh.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
Oh, see. All right, guys. You, Foshma's.
Foshma, why?
I had to do it for science.
All right, so you
Foshma,
guys watch as tentacles
around
wrap around
and-
Foshma and start pulling them, and Foshma is holding onto the rope and starting to slide down.
Ah!
What do you do?
Okay. Save
Wait,
Foshma.
I'm gonna fart right in its tentacle mouth.
Well, that's one thing to do. Late is going to stop the current bucket he's pulling up and move to Foshma's bucket and pull that up. And he's gonna call for Mothman's help. Mothman, need help. Get lamp.
Can I defy danger? Because I feel like this is an imminent threat, or we might suffer calamity.
Well, yeah. Or would this be more help? Or what do you want to? What do you want to do? It's less about picking the moves, and it's more like let's just talk about what you want to do, and then if there's a move that, well, then I'll figure out what the move is for you. You know what I mean?
That's perfect.
What do you
Okay.
want to try to do?
I want to try to pull Foshma back up. I want to foil Foshma's plan and save Foshma because she literally just died. Literally just died.
Okay. Yeah. So, I don't see why that wouldn't be defy danger. You're gonna roll strength, right? Because you're gonna grab on and try to pull them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Does anybody want to help?
I can help. I have a strength.
Yeah.
I'm
I
currently
kinda
trying
wanna
to
just
pull
do
that
this
rope
by-
up.
For reasons.
You're
Who wants to
sorry.
help who? Booplesnoot help Chester pull up, or Chester help Booplesnoot pull up?
can I help Chester pull up? Because I feel like Chester's stronger than I
Do
am.
you have a bond with Chester?
Not at the moment.
You should have.
Oh wait, no, yes, we do. Chester bullies me for my name and demeanor.
Oh, okay.
Help your bully save another person who just recently died 5 minutes ago.
So
Exactly.
when you help
Well.
our hinders, help somebody with a bond, roll plus bond with them. Go ahead and roll right now. Booplesnoot, not Chester.
Oh, shit.
Snoot. Okay, so I roll plus
Okay, cool.
bond.
Yeah, so +1, right? You have 1 bond
Okay.
with Chester, so.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
let's see if
that
this will just do
be
it.
aid
That's my bond.
then?
9. What's a 9
That's
get
right.
me?
It's aid, yeah, aid. A 9 is you expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost, as well as give Chester +1 to their roll.
Okay,
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll take it.
We'll get back to
Can't
that in a
wait. Help both of these guys.
second. Do you have a
I'm
bond
trying to-
with Chester?
I have a bond with Chester and a bond with Booplesnoot. My bond with Chester is trying to convert me from worshipping the dead in his eyes because I talk to the Lich all the time.
All right, so you guys
And-
are gonna, yeah.
I'm trying to convert Booplesnoot into worshipping Mao.
I feel like
Sorry,
I'm in
Rachel.
in the middle of some crazy religion game here. I'm in.
Okay,
You are.
so late. I want you to roll
Alright.
+1. You're gonna be helping Chester right now.
+1.
Yeah,
What do I roll?
just 2d6. It should say. Did you make the macro? It should be base move. It's just
Base
2d6.
move.
Yeah.
Base move. I'm looking for it. I don't know where that is. I
Base
feel.
move. Oh, you might not have made the macros. Just roll 2d6. Yeah, there's still gonna be shenanigans, Aerthu.
Okay.
Shenanigans. We're standing over a ravine, writhing with tentacles. Someone just tried to climb down into it and is being. Oof. Is that a 6?
That is a
6.
6.
That's a
It's
6
gonna be a
plus
7.
1.
It's gonna be a 7. Okay. Okay. All right, Chester.
I've been
you-
much better than a 6.
Chester, you have a +2. Defy danger. Use your strength. Well, it's gonna be +3 with your strength. Go ahead and roll it.
Defy danger. Strength. Okay. That is 11 plus 2 makes it 13.
Okay, so you, Chester, you scramble forward to grab the rope as Fasha's being pulled down, and you got it. And Booplesnoot and Late rush over and hold on to you, and as you're pulling up Fashma, but Booplesnoot and Late, the way that's kind of working, like Chester does one final pullback as Fashma's reaching up. Fashma, you grab the edge. Tentacles rise up with Fashma and wrap themselves around Booplesnoot and Late.
Out of it.
And start yanking you down into the pit yourself. I need both of you to make defy danger rolls to try to. How are you going to get to free yourself?
Is this a defy danger roll that I can make with dexterity?
Yeah. How would you do it? Or you just
if
dodge
I-
the tentacle before it even gets you?
Yeah.
Can I do this one with intelligence?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oof.
I hear the sobs. I see the numbers. Can I?
This is where we die.
I actually have an idea here.
Yeah, I was trying to do an experiment, and y'all just wanted to jump in the hole with me, so I don't know.
Now is not the great time to be risking your life for
Yeah. So
experimentation.
Fashma, you're on like this, right? Chester just pulled you up. You got it up, and that's Booplesnoot's now down on the ground, sliding down into as they're being pulled into the pit. Late.
Can I use
I need you to roll.
intelligence for this? Can I use intelligence for this?
Quick thinking.
Yes.
Sure. Roll that,
Alright,
and we'll see how quick your thinking was and what your thinking was.
Just pull out in a dictionary and hit it, you know.
10.
10 is good. 10. All right. How do you outsmart the tentacle?
Simple. I see it's coming for me, but where I'm standing, Boople Snoot is right there, so I just duck.
So
I hit the ground. That's what
Oh.
got Boople Snoot. That's
Oh,
why
I
she
see.
got 3. She had 2 tentacles while I dodged.
All right, everybody. Booble Snoot's being pulled down into the pit. Fashma, you've gotten. Chester does the rest of the job to pull you up. However, Fashma, you're
Yes.
gonna. The tentacle is gonna do a little bit of damage to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's gonna do 1d4. As Chester, oh shit. All right, that's 4. You're at 3. You're at 3 hit points, but the Chester pulls you up, and the tentacle rakes some of your flesh from your shin, but you're now back up on the ledge.
Damn.
But what are we doing about Boople Snoot? Boople Snoot's sliding off the ledge.
Late is
Is
gonna grab
Boople
Boople
Snoot-
Snoot's arms. I'm
Can
gonna
I-
hold her hands. No!
Can I parlay with this tentacle mass?
Parlay!
It is not intelligent. No.
Damn. I
Don't
think I have
die,
the actual
Boople Snoot!
spells,
What about Mothman? What's Mothman doing?
There's a lot going on. Mothman's trying to look at everything all at once. Mothman will probably try to help Boople Snoop too, since Late's already been helping. Let's help Boople Snoop. Let's use Mothman special. I'm gonna try to kidnap Boople Snoop away from the tentacles.
Kidnap away.
Okay, let's defy danger. Go ahead and roll it. You're gonna use what you're gonna use.
Probably string. I'm probably just gonna try to yank her back away from the tentacles.
Okay.
Can Late aid in this because we're blood brothers and I'm right there?
Why don't you roll? You're gonna put yourself in danger if you don't roll good.
At this
So
point,
probably-
Late doesn't understand this. He just thinks he's saving people.
What's that, Chester?
No, nothing.
That- All right. Okay.
Chester's just gonna let Late die.
Should I roll mine first or should I wait?
Late. Go ahead. You're gonna scramble over and try to grab Boople Snoot's hand too. Why don't you go ahead and roll it?
Yeah, that's just 2d6 because I don't have the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait. What'd you ask me?
I just rolled 2d6 because yeah. 5!
Yep. So Boople Snoot and Late are now flying. Okay, you grab onto Boople Snoot. You're now being Boople Snoot's grabbed onto you and not letting go, and you are both now sliding off the ledge. Congratulations.
Is the tentacle within hack and slash range?
No, it's over the ledge. I mean, yeah, for somebody who wants to I would say yes, because Boople Snoot's not very big, right? Boople, aren't you small?
No, I'm a human.
Oh, you
But
are
I'm
a human.
Smaller in flavor text.
Yeah. Cooper, what are you doing?
No,
Oh, well, yeah, and then okay, so let's get Mothman to help.
I have even more reason because now my blood brother is also in danger. So
So
I'll
see
do my.
Mothman grab it on to Late in order to pull them back up.
He probably wraps his proboscis around him.
So this will be your one hold.
Okay, and then I'll be back to a normal.
I'll give you +2 for strength because of the Mothman.
Ooh.
I said a Mothman.
There
So
we
with the
go.
extra +2, that's a 13.
Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody's getting saved.
You have little arms or anything?
They're just wings, but there's a big
These are
old
strong
proboscis
wings.
that's flexible.
Damn, I
feel
like these wings.
Man would have the wings and the hands, but I mean, that's just me.
Well, I did say it was more moth than man.
Oh, that's fair. Man moth.
All right, you grab on and you pull up Late, and Boople Snoot start coming up. Boople Snoot, you are gonna take a little bit of damage though.
That's okay.
1.
Fantastic. I was going to say, as long as it's fewer than 7.
Yeah, it was only going to be D4. As
Fantastic.
the tentacles rake you. Now,
Ow.
you get pulled up over the ledge, and now you're all up breathing, panting. You look back over and you see that they're still riled up a little bit, but kind of sink back down into the sea of writhing, almost like a billion eels down there.
Eels?
Yes.
What was the poison that I took?
It's in your sheet. It's in the
It is.
poison.
Oh yeah, it is.
Since I only had the one hold after
Thank you.
Floyd pulls him up. He just starts like shedding and melting and turning back into Floyd. There's just bits of moth that disintegrate under the floor.
Nice.
Can
Not before
I?
Yeah.
Can I throw one use of my bloodweed potion into the pit?
Sure. It's just gonna disappear in the mass. There's so
That's
many
fine.
down there. It's not really gonna hurt anybody.
Oh.
I don't think.
Well, it's a touch poison, and it does 1d4 damage until cured.
Yeah. So maybe one tentacle out of 100 might get hurt. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's gonna
okay.
disappear. It's like this is 20 foot wide, and this is filled
Got
with
it. So-
tentacles.
So the tentacles are not one organism.
Or if they
I
are,
think the poison.
they're not.
It wouldn't.
Right,
Okay.
right. It's not gonna hurt.
Okay.
This is a
All right, I'll hold
massive
off then.
thing. Yeah, the
I'll
ravine
save
goes
them for a more
out
rainy
of
day.
your, out of your sight on either side.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna spit at it.
I would like to use discern realities, if
Okay.
I may.
All right, what are you looking to? Okay, you want to study? What are you studying? The tentacles or the?
I'm studying the tentacles and the drawbridge and trying to find a connection between the two, if there is one.
Speaking
But
of studying,
I do have I have questions that on this list that I can ask you if I roll well enough. So
Yep.
I feel like it might be useful.
I would also like to start studying before things get crazy again while there's a moment.
All right,
But
so
my
you
study is different.
You gonna sit down and study as a druid to study the form
Yeah.
of the tentacles?
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch them become entranced by the undulations.
Erethu. All right, I'm quoting that one. Okay. All right, Fashma, roll it. You're gonna be rolling plus wisdom.
That's 11.
11.
So that's
Oh, all right. You
that's
get to ask
three
me
questions?
3 of them.
Oh.
Sweet. Okay. What here is not what it appears to be?
Good question.
Late casually raises his hand. I'm not what I appear to be. I'm mentally stable.
I don't think you even appear to be that way. No.
I think that was the pun there. I'm not what I appear to be. Mentally stable? Definitely not. But they are, in fact, mentally stable, which is even more surprising.
Okay.
Twist.
So I get to make it up. What is here? that is-
I'm more or less looking for, like, is there like a secret button or something to activate the drawbridge so we can get it?
Oh.
So I feel like there's like a hidden mechanism that it's not.
All right, I'll
it's
give
a
you that.
stone, but it's not
You notice a stone on the right side of the drawbridge is decidedly cleaner than everything around it.
Oh, fantastic. Should I use my other 2 questions after
Sure.
this? I feel like we found what we needed to know, but what is about to happen? Give me that meta knowledge.
Because of the interaction just happened, the tide or the level of tentacles is rising
Oh,
slowly.
Oh,
I'll bet slowly,
okay.
but after a few more minutes, you're going to notice significantly that it's moved up, as if it's coming up to meet you.
fantastic. All right. Last question. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Huh.
Is there anything that I can take that would be useful? Aside from, I guess, a bucket on a rope that I could cut off and take with me.
Yeah. No, there's nothing here that's useful to you.
I want
Other
a
than the
bucket of fish
drawbridge
cans.
itself.
I'm taking a bucket of fish cans.
I'll help you get across the ravine. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut one of the ropes. I'm taking the bucket and the rope, and whatever's in it.
So you get to get +1 on any action acting on the answers that you just got.
Okay. I would like to activate the button to lower the drawbridge.
All right. It's 20
All right.
feet
What I'm
away.
assuming is the button.
It's 20 feet
All
away.
right. Oh, like I can't.
Yeah,
get
it's on
to
the
it
other
walking?
side. Yeah. It's so you see the
Oh,
drawbridge
sorry, I thought
is
you meant
flush. No, sorry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a bow?
I have
Okay,
a bow.
hey,
That was not what I meant to do. I was trying to read details because I want to see if I could use magic missile to hit it.
I was
I
gonna
Cast
say,
magic missile in the darkness.
I can point out stone and be like, "Hey guys, see that stone over there? Somebody needs to hit that."
Yeah, I was not meaning to roll. I was meaning to read. If I could use magic missile to fire into it, I am so sorry about that. Just randomly.
I mean, you could, but it looks like you failed the roll, though.
Yeah. No, I have a
Do
bow.
any of this? Oh, okay.
I rolled a 5.
Does
What am I?
5 hit?
What do you want me to shoot?
There's a rock over there that looks really clean for no reason.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, let me shoot that sucker.
Okay. That's gonna be that's gonna be a volley.
Volley. Okay. Kablamo. 8.
That looks like effective.
8. All right, you got to choose one. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger. You have to take what you can get. This is different than that, though.
Yeah, I was gonna just take several shots, reducing my ammo by 1.
Okay, let's do that. So you try once. Damn. You try again. It hits the button. You hear a kind of a satisfying chink. It goes in a lot, not as far as you'd expect, just kind of just a little bit, and you guys hear, and then a release, kind of, and then slowly the drawbridge is coming down. That's when you look down and you notice that you could swear that the distance between your ledge and the tentacles has decreased quite a bit.
Oh shit!
Guys, I think they're coming for us. They have
It's
tasted.
filling up.
They've tasted person flesh.
We gotta go.
It's
We gotta go.
taking maddeningly long as the drawbridge slowly comes down, and the tentacles are rising up. They seem to be rising at a faster rate.
I tap my foot impatiently.
Floyd,
I pee over the edge to see what happens if I pee on the tentacles.
just as the bridge is going to land, just as the tentacle rising mass and they start coming up out, gets up, and they start, like, some start rising up out of it that are not just a foot below the bridge. Are we gonna hurry? We hurry across.
We are scampering.
We scamper across the bridge as the tentacles rise up and they start swinging around the bridge looking for anything and everything. Floyd, you reluctantly get pulled by the rest of them as you are studying the tentacles. And as you get pulled in, just as you go through the threshold of the door, something clicks in your brain. And for a second, you get this flash of this like ultra logical, kind of incredibly logical thinking, like the clearest logical thinking you could, like you've tapped into the tentacle. And you're left with the thought that next time you see one of these tentacles, you might be able to convince it to do what you want it to do. But we find ourselves in a new place. Just as you guys you pulled in to this, like, the room inside is going to be, you'll see in a second. But as you get pulled in and you're just inside the doorway, your eyes are still locked on the tentacle mass as it's kind of slapping across the bridge and stuff. As you turn around to look at where you are now, you stand in this octagonal room, with walls and ceiling covered in a glistening black marble. The floor is also a black marble base, but is inlaid with an intricate pattern of white marble. The white marble forms a circling, snaking, maze-like pattern of loops and swirls. There are many dead ends. A single narrow strip starts the maze before you, and only one ribbon of white marble emerges at the other side of the octagon, where it ends into a blank wall. So basically, you're looking at a maze of white marble on the floor. That ends, you have a beginning, and then there's an end on the other side.
Okay.
Can I pick up a little stone and throw it?
On one of the not white ones?
Yeah. I was trying to explain how I wanted to explain it, but I'm using a stone to test if there are invisible walls.
Oh, you throw it, and it successfully goes all the way to the other side.
Oh.
Yep. You hit the marble on the other side. Cooper, what do you think about the craftsmanship of this room?
Me? It's
You're a halfling. I still have you as a dwarf.
Huffling.
You're a huffling.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of you as a
Yeah.
dwarf because your character looks like a dwarf.
I'm a little intimidated by what I see before me.
I mean, who would it be?
The river rescinds behind you. You glance back, you see that the tentacle mass has begun to descend back into the ravine. What would you like to do?
Well, if I know anything about mazes,
Just you gotta run. You gotta run.
No, you gotta put one hand on the wall and keep it on the wall at all times, and you'll make your way through it successfully every time, as long as you don't remove your hand from the wall. And you just follow it.
Wasn't that a floor maze? Like,
Yeah. So it's black marble on the floor. Imagine black marble floor, and then inlaid in it and the black marble is white marble that makes the maze. So you couldn't keep your hand on a wall.
Oh.
It's a big octagon room. There's nothing else in it but this. You're gonna have to, unless you tell me, do you want to try to walk on the white? Do you want to try to walk on the black? Do you want to just run straight through to the door? What do you want to do? And this is going to be each one of you. We'll start with you, Cooper.
Yeah, just because I was confused about what I was seeing. I was just
I can explain
overwhelmed
again if you
with
like.
it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm good. I'll just run right across it because I'm just gonna do that.
You're just gonna run straight across.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Real quick, before you do that, is it too late to detect traps?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. You could be doing that while Cooper starts running across the room.
Yeah. Is that trap expert?
Yes.
Okay. 6. This room looks absolutely safe.
Cooper, the moment you step out onto it, and I'm gonna just assume that, like, you might have stepped on white and you were fine. The moment you step on the black, actually, the moment you step on the white, just period. The moment you start forward, it feels like you're like running in a dream. You're going slow, and then the moment your foot hits a black, you cry out in pain.
Oh.
As a jolt rips through you.
Oh.
And you take
Oh my.
1d4 damage.
That's not safe.
No.
I was
Take
wrong. I'm
2
sorry.
damage.
Okay.
Cooper, you're at 6. Are you going to keep trying to move forward, or are you going to fall back?
I think when I hit the dark tile that I'm going to stop
Okay.
and move back onto the white tile.
Okay.
So,
Boople Snoot,
Yeah.
how do you want to attack this? You guys all see Cooper's in pain, and you saw Cooper moving kind of weird, oddly slow, like someone was trying to run and like.
There's no way I can just like tuck and roll dive over everything, right? I can't just jump over it.
No. It's like
Alas.
30 feet over there. Yeah.
I need to be a raccoon so that I can do these things. Okay, I'm gonna give a shot at just walking on the white tiles.
Okay. Give me a. Go ahead and roll plus intelligence.
Plus intelligence. Okay. I'm just gonna click the intelligence button. 3.
Okay. You
My
either
intelligence is -1.
okay. So you start walking on the white, and then you quickly find yourself at a dead end. You follow the rung, so you go to backtrack, and when you start backtracking, you start feeling the pain. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a choice though. You can either take 4 damage, or one of the hirelings can take 2. What do we got? Who we got?
If we
we've got
can make one of
Inti-
the hirelings take 2,
We got
that would be
Inti,
great.
Mox, Brainbreaker, and the dog. Which one's gonna take the 2 damage?
Um,
Definitely not.
not the dog. Mox.
Oh yeah, Mox had 7 hit points. So
Cooper side piece.
it's 5. Yeah.
Yep, my side.
Oh, sorry, Cooper.
It's okay.
I looked at the description and he seemed more burly, so...
So
Yeah.
Mox is moving with you, Booplesnoot. You go and Mox is right in front of you. He goes and you can see that he's in the wrong direction. You're right at the cusp of going behind him, and he goes a step back and you see him. But you're back in the right way to go. So
Okay.
you and Mox make your way through the maze, trying to avoid any of the backtracking and stuff like that. It's going to take you a little bit of time, but you're going to make it. Late.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Late wants to talk to the Lich to see what the solution to the problem is.
Okay.
He's just looking at all this chaos and he's like, I have a god I can talk to, so I'm gonna contact spirits here. For this.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a roll, is it?
Oh.
Is it? Late.
I hit contact spirits,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
it's like shaded out for the D-roll thing. If that makes any sense, so...
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
a-
it's
it's
an
a
actual
no
roll. I
raise.
think you just get the. I'll check, but.
Does he have to do a cast a spell first, or
Oh yeah. It's the cast a spell. Your cast a spell with intelligence. So go ahead and roll plus your intelligence.
5?
You rolled a 5.
Well, it only rolled 1d4.
Oh no
Plus-
no. Go ahead. Roll a d6. 2d6.
Oh.
2d6. Yeah.
Okay.
so I think you have -2 to that right now. I'm feeling
No.
last time,
Oh,
or do we?
No, I don't.
Good. Yeah, you're right.
Did you?
Oh no, we slept. That's why we rested.
Okay.
Yeah. 7.
7. The spell is cast, but you gotta choose one. You draw unwelcome attention, or put yourself in a spot. The spell disturbs the fabric of reality. You take -1 ongoing casting spells, or after it's cast, you have forgotten it.
Well, since I'm in the middle of what appears to be a safe room, I'm gonna choose unwanted attention, and I want it to be Chester just glaring at me the entire time I'm talking to the Lich. Because
Okay.
clearly I'm not paying attention to him
Not
and his teachings.
I will. You know what? I'll say that. So Chester, you feel a bold, like a influx of chaos, and you look over and you see Late is seems to be praying or at least casting something, and this chaos is very offensive to you. Think about how you might want to react to it. Meanwhile,
Can
Late,
I interfere with it?
you could. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start praying louder.
I'm gonna start praying louder. Prayer off.
Bitch.
Pray off in the background.
Do you have anything you do pray wise? No.
No.
Okay.
It looks like
And
the aid
here we
action
have our
can
first
also.
holy war.
Let's
I figured it was aid or interfere.
let's do this. Let's add a new bond for Chester. Late's something. I want to say either spells or beliefs or actions.
Their whole being.
Foul the party with too much chaos or something
Oh.
like that.
Late's existence. The existence of Late alone.
Yeah. So something along those lines. Late's fills the party with too much chaos, reeks of chaos, and it disturbs you. Yeah, late reeks of just chaos and it disturbs you. Yeah, or if you want to reword it, however you want to do it. But you write it up, add it to your sheet. Late, what do you ask the Lich? Yes.
What's the solution to this puzzle here so we can just move on from it?
You're going to suddenly in your mind, you're going to see the path. It's going to kind of shine for you. You're going to see the correct path.
Late just starts.
Go. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you're gonna go. You're gonna be lost in this while everybody else decides what they're gonna do.
I'm gonna follow Late. Seems to know
You're
where
not
he's
gonna
going.
know. Late's
Come
not gonna be
on.
able to communicate this to you guys. He's gonna go late. Late.
Listen, as a fellow chaotician, I feel like I should have. Yeah, I didn't know what the word to use there. Okay, I made one up. I feel like we have a connection on that level. You know what I mean? Like I feel the vibe. We're like something's going on here.
The only one who I will argue the most for will be Floyd, who is my blood brother, looking over and seeing this because something's going on with Late. That's like the only one I will fully fight for. I want everyone to follow Late just because that'd be hilarious. Like it's the other end, looks around confused, and everyone's just staring at him.
Alright,
Like, how did you know that?
This is what we'll do, Late. All right, so if you want to start out on it, this is what's going to happen. The path is going to flash, and then it's going to go away. And what I'm going to do is give you +2 to the roll of finding the right path. And then do you want to say something? Did you want to say, hey, I've got it, to everybody else?
Hey, I think it's this way, guys.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll.
Okay, that's 2d6, right?
Yep. And do you have an intelligence? Any modifier for intelligence?
Yeah, +2.
So we're looking at +4 here? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well.
All right, you guys watch as Late goes through, carefully picking their way through the maze, and then gets to the other side. And Late, when you get to the other side, you're looking. Everybody else sees you stop and like kind of wide-eyed look at the wall. The rest of you, Fashma, Chester, and Floyd. I'm gonna assume Booplesnoot. Like I don't know how you went around him. You managed to get around him, Boosnoop, and or Mox. You and Mox get to the end too.
Okay.
The rest of you, I'll give you +1 to remember which way Late went.
Fantastic. All right. Do I? Is that intelligence or what am I using for that?
Yep. It's going to be intelligence.
Oh, that's terrible. Never mind.
This one, too.
That's a 9. Oh, sorry, 10.
Yep, there
I
you
got
go.
-1.
Yep. You make it there to the end. Chester?
Damn.
Murder hobos, Choco Bros. What's up, Murder Hobo?
Do you know the way?
How was? Thank you. How was your stream there, bud? Murder Hobo came and played Viva last Tuesday. It was awesome.
And one.
And won, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, Chester, you rolled a 12.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Naturally.
Okay. Naturally. Floyd?
8 after the
7,
plus 1.
8 with the +1, right? All right,
Yeah.
so you make it through, but there's one step that you weren't quite sure which way they went. You can either take 2 damage or become stunned.
I don't like the sound of being stunned, so I think I'm just gonna take the damage.
Okay. Ow! Not that way.
I feel
not
like-
that way. Yeah.
I feel like Floyd probably got impatient and thought maybe if I just walk over, I can get there faster.
Yeah.
And then that's how he stepped on it. Because he's like, I got long legs.
Cooper, I'm going to give it to you since you already took damage. You're smart enough to wait and follow everybody else.
Right.
And you
Okay.
make it over there. Once you guys get all the way to the end, the wall that was just black marble, suddenly there's a big white 2 double doors there that just seem to have appeared.
Oh.
As you open the doors and they open outward, the moment you open them, each one of you gets this flash that is this. Floyd, this is going to be very familiar. You're going to feel it because you had it in the beginning just a minute ago. This like alien logic kind of like fills your brains. Chester, it's going to feel disgusting as you feel like you maybe have an affinity for the creature that lies at the bottom of this pit. But I need each one of you to roll. Cooper, starting with Cooper, plus intelligence.
Okay. This is a -1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Heck yeah, dump stat. Woo!
So -1 is 6.
Yeah.
All right, this knowledge, this like affinity, you feel this affinity, like it's almost like you were like shared the same brain with the Palimdus. You can only think that it's Palimdus or yeah, spoiler alert, it's Palimdus, this tentacle creature, and this fills you with dread and leaves you. I let you pick. It's on your character sheet, and each one of your attributes, there's a different condition: weak, shaky, sick, stunned, confused, or scarred. Pick one of those and mark it, and now you get a -1 in that attribute until you have a chance to kind of cure it, whether it's resting or whatever. But I'll let you pick
Okay.
which way you feel about it, how this feels you. And one of the hirelings, because you rolled so badly, also, we're going to give it to Mox. Mox gets... Mox is going to be confused. Booplesnoot. I need you
I'm
to roll.
Booplesnoot.
Yeah.
Oh, intelligence. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
5.
5. Okay.
5.
You also pick a condition: weak, shaky, sick, stunned, confused, or scarred.
Shaky. Oh,
What did you pick,
Shaky.
Cooper?
I chose weak.
Weak. Okay. Inti is very shook up about this. As Inti had a close encounter, was possessed by a creature of chaos, and so this kind of knowledge makes her remember that. A little bit of PTSD there. Late.
Yo.
Roll plus intelligence, please.
Sweet.
You have good
Uh,
intelligence, though, don't you?
Yeah, I have a 16 intelligence, so I have a +2 to it. 9.
Damn. That's 11.
No, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
have another +2, do I?
that 9
I mean,
was the,
hey, I'll take that extra +2. I'll take
No, no.
another +2. That'd be
I
nice.
thought the 9 was the base roll. And then
All
I
right.
seen the dice.
You're going to pick a condition as well: weak, shaky, sick, stunned, confused, or scarred. Fashma.
I am confused.
That's a 5.
Jeez. Pick one of them, please. Nobody's digging this. Chester.
You know what? I'll take weak.
Okay, Chester, and you get you're gonna get a -1 to this roll.
Oh, I am.
I don't even know where I
Yeah,
picked that.
because of the
right.
because it's pure chaos.
9, that makes it an 8.
An 8.
Yep.
You still gotta
My
pick a
member.
condition. Yep.
Son of a gun. I thought I was
Who's
good.
watching a video?
Yeah, cool. Exactly.
Let's go.
And Floyd. Oh, Floyd, actually, Floyd, this is a deeper feeling than what you had when you grokked the tentacles at the bottom of the ravine. But it isn't as unsettling to you as it is to everyone else. You are
Do I get like a
unaffected.
+1 forward?
No, you're
Oh,
unaffected.
Okay.
You're unaffected by this flash of logic because you had already studied it to understand its form, which you still don't fully grasp the extent of the form. Like you could not become whatever this creature is, but you feel like you could maybe convince the tentacles and control them if you think that you might be able to do that. You have gained
I can
the
ululate in a
control
time of need.
Control tentacle ability. All right, so as you guys walk through these doors, feeling collectively stunned or confused or whatever by this knowledge, you're in a corridor that widens as the floor descends, goes down a little bit, and the ceiling rises, forming a roughly bell-shaped room in 3 dimensions. It's almost like kind of expands out in front of you.
Only 3?
Yeah. Only the 3 dimensions. No fourth, no time right now. At the bottom of the declivity before you rests an enormous, flabby, toad-like creature, gurgling loudly. Its huge, beady eyes roll toward you, and its toothy jaws unhinge slightly with a soft sighing noise. Behind it is an enormous wooden door.
Oh. Can we just... Anybody speak Toad? Can we just ask him if we can walk around?
I don't think I would speak Toad.
No.
As you guys... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's more so that I can understand things that I'm used to. I don't think I can technically speak it. I guess if I turned into a toad, but I don't know how to be a toad.
Toad. We just had Mothman, now we need Toadman.
As you guys get used to figuring out what you're looking at right now, the toad forms words with its gaping mouth, but the only sounds you hear are in your own mind. What would you have of Bug Bubbles? He says this as if it's a name of some great name. Bug Bubbles. Bubbles. Bug Bubbles.
Ooh.
And that's where we're going to
What
take
would we
our break.
have of him?
What would you have of him? What would you have?
I want him as a
Bug
pet.
Bubbles?
He is now my pet.
Let's do this.
You know, our previous pet acquiring endeavors have not gone so well.
This guy's massive. There's a huge door behind him. He's massive, and he just asked you what would you want of, and you do not know if it's his name or what name it is, but it's a very important name to it, at least.
I want you as a pet.
And with that, we're gonna take our break. We're gonna take our break. We will be back in 10 minutes with more Apocabitch Roadshow.
Woo!
Yeah.
Gangster. Scrotum. Reverend. Crick. Gangster, Scrotum. Scrotum. Gangster. Gangster. Reverend. Crick. Crick. Scrotum. 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 Scrotum.
Clever girl.
And then he gets stuck on leader for some reason.
Leader.
You can do it.
Fart because you're nervous falling off a cliff, but you're. I think that you've written a whole new verse in Alanis Morissette's "Wouldn't That Be Ironic" song. Fart on a cliff, 'cause I'm scared of heights.
No.
Okay. Don't fart. Oh God. I farted.
Flip the sign to closed. Okay, we can do that. Closed.
God damn it! God damn it! Ah! No!
Running up instead of attacking, he's grabbing the rats.
Hello?
Just, not only are we in shock, but the rats are in shock. The rats are just like, ah.
The rats are just, oh god, I want to go home. I want my mom. Oh god.
Oh, that's
Roll an
disgusting.
intimidation check while you eat that rat's ass out.
I'm really itching for some swashbucklers. I'm in need of a good tentacle twist. And a hot swash. Oh, and maybe some ketchup chips.
Listen, man, I'd usually move into that room, but there's all this talk about touching tips.
You come on in, man. It's a fuck nest. We made a little fuck nest in here.
Come on in room 12.
It's all because of this sticky glue.
You're not gonna say no to a fuck nest, are you?
Touching tips and dropping sticky glue in here.
That voice started early.
You never know. One of us might have Bill in there. You know, Bill somewhere hidden in the dungeon pocket.
Fox ain't here.
Only the break. Hey everybody, it's the Liching Hour on Sunday. I'm the Lich and this is Herbert. I told them I'd play bridge on Friday. Why'd I do that? That's fruit soup night. I can't miss those sweet, sweet flaps. Adding cinnamon to this cum jar was a good call, you old witch. Grandma's here. Oh my, this one is a talker. I'd rather be playing Viva La Dungeon. Maybe that'd be a good My Bomb, a monster that talks your ears off. I can't take it anymore. Oh god, I'm gonna have to kill this man. I am the woods.
It looks weird.
And we're back.
Hello.
Are we all back?
Hey.
I believe at least 50%.
Okay, I'm back.
What would you have of Bobubbles?
We just want to go through the door, right?
Yeah, we kind of want to get out of here, I think. Were we
Yeah.
Were we looking for somebody specifically down here?
Yes. This does not.
Columbus.
Yes.
Can we ask him if he knows the location of him?
Polindibus.
All right, so a bunch of different things just happened. You guys were asking about getting past the door. You tell me who's going to ask what.
We should make Foshma do it.
No, I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll ask.
Foshma has charisma.
I'll ask. Oh no, that's a good point. Yeah, go Foshma.
Oh, kind sir, would you please direct us to insert character's name that I forgot here?
Polindibus?
Polindibus,
Plumbus.
thank you.
Yes.
Plumbus. Alright, I'll never forget it now.
What
Can you please direct us to Polindibus?
What is your... What is it you seek with Polindibus?
To free him? Question mark?
The toad's eyes whip open and bright. That will not come to pass. And he opens his
Okay,
mouth.
cool. Can we just taunt him? Can we just like go up to his cage and taunt him a bunch then?
He's not.
I don't think
Be
he's in a cage, my guy.
I don't think that's a good idea.
He's a
first
giant
off.
toad and blocking the only door
No,
out of it.
no, I want to suggest to the toad that we taunt Polimbibus.
Oh.
And we just want to go up to his cell and just be like, haha, you're in prison.
That
we're
shall
not.
not come to pass. This giant tongue comes whipping out.
Ooh.
Right at you, Cooper.
What?
I need you to.
Harry.
I need
Why
you
Cooper?
to try to get out of the way.
Okay,
I would like to
that's
aid.
if I
want to aid.
Because Cooper's little and he's gonna suck him up with their tongue. You need to defy danger. And don't you
when
get
you defy danger and use your small size to your advantage, take +1. So I'm kind of small, and his tongue's probably kind of big,
Yeah,
like a little fly. I'm a little fly compared to this dude.
exactly.
So I got
The tongue whips out. Yeah, you got a 10. Whips out and you jump, or 11. You jump over, or you tell me how you're gonna avoid. How do you avoid the tongue?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like cool like flippy thing with. Yeah, I'm just gonna like flip and hop and jump and.
Is there
Yeah.
enough time for this tongue to be out to hack and slash it?
Twirl. I would twirl at the same time, like it's cool. You think I'm dancing up there? I'm dancing.
Battle dancing.
Battle
Chester,
dancing, yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hack and slash. You're gonna hit the try to get the tongue. As it
Oh,
goes
yeah.
for Boople. I mean not Boople, but Cooper. Go for it.
Yeah. Nope.
Oof. You go to swing and the tongue, because of its wily nature, flips back and wraps around you and draws you back into his mouth. It's dark and warm and sticky inside.
Oh.
I hack and slash now that I'm inside. This fool. This utter ignorant fool.
Yes, bring me into melee range.
Yes, you definitely can start trying to cut your way out. But what do you have, Chester?
I believe I have a long sword.
Yeah, it's a little too big. Do you have anything smaller?
That is all I have. Because we didn't really get enough weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, I can stab. Hack slash stab.
Make your dick save.
Make your dick save.
All right, we'll come back to you. Yeah, we're going to come back to you. You guys watch as Chester is... Cooper's dancing around the tongue. Chester's sucked up.
Whoa.
Back into the
This
mouth.
is exactly what I wanted.
Party McRoast!
I've got it right where I want him. Felme, what is up? What is up, Felme?
I think it's time to finally do something I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Smash it.
It's time to invoke Mao.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, I thought you were gonna wild shape into a female version of this frog and try
Yeah,
to seduce it.
smash. Yeah.
Like, are
we thought it was gonna be smashing.
Wait, can I change my answer?
We've already established that I don't know frog.
That's fair.
Do you know
What's up?
toads?
What's up?
You could
No
insult
toads.
this frog by
Yes,
turning
I'm
into a
with you.
toad.
Finally invoke Mao. Watch me roll
Your mother
low.
had warts.
Invoking Mao plus wisdom.
Nice.
13.
Bam.
So
Wow, okay.
on a 13, Mao appears and helps as she sees fit. Let us all take a moment to think upon Mao. Oh, you know what? I was going to do something for this. I totally fucking forgot. Hold on one second, please. And then Mao, think about what you want to do.
Okay.
When you come here.
Whoa.
Here.
Whoa. Phrasing.
Mao appears.
Where the fuck? Hello. What's up?
Mao,
The
you
sky.
see everything before you.
I had a name for Mao, but I forgot it.
You see your
I forgot what I was
minions.
gonna call Mao.
You are suddenly here. You see your minions, the large frog. You see kind of the distressed looks on their faces. And this thing seems to be blocking.
Wasn't there
the
one
large door.
more of you?
I got this, guys. I'm gonna kill this frog from the inside out. You just watch.
I
Stomach acid be damned.
I
love them like you.
understand innately. Mao is interested in flesh molding the frog and just basically turning the frog inside out.
Ooh, all right. So go ahead and explain it all. It's all going to happen. Mao gets complete.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So Mao understands what's happening, and she's going to turn to the frog, and I guess say any. Do you have anything to say in your own defense?
I merely serve my master, Bobubbles.
I don't even know who that is.
You will.
Well, you've got one of my.
will not succeed.
You've got one of my employees inside of you. I need to fix that. So open at him. All right, and she's just gonna like
turn him into a jacket.
I'm picturing that episode of The Simpsons where they turned inside out.
Turn him into a
Like-
Naruto coin purse.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Oh my gosh, I have one of those.
I know you do.
Do it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put my hands out so like I would be like prying open his jaws, but then I'm just gonna keep prying and keep prying and keep prying and keep prying until Chester can get out.
I see Chester like riding this gore, the insides, the innards of this thing as they come busting out.
I am
Turning inside out.
100% taking credit for this.
With the sword. Chester, as you are pulled, you're brought forth on the rising tide of innards as it's being pulled inside out. You see Mao, that being of pure chaos there, doing this to the toad.
You also happen to see like the muses around Mao just kind of like chilling, watching too, or is it just Mao?
Sure.
I think the muses like they can pop their heads
They're like
in
translucent,
just to see.
maybe like almost like ghosts.
Yeah, they're still. I think so.
Okay, I'm like
Doesn't have a
on Bud's
butt.
on Ma's
Can I give it a butt?
shoulder, eating like a fritter, like apple fritter, because they're probably at Grandma's tavern.
Yeah.
Chester, let's add another bond for you. That is your bond with Mao.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I'll let you think about what that is.
Mao's just gonna say, "Hey, buddy, you want to step out of there now? I need to finish making a coin purse."
Oh dear God.
Oh dear God.
Oh my God! Just got it.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good. Shit.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Good. Let
You guys didn't notice the first time? We've been fawning over this pond for a while.
Jesus Christ!
The devil toad is slowly turned inside out and becomes merely a coin pouch. Are you going to leave that with the minions?
Yeah, do
The
you guys
pouch, or
need
you gonna
this?
Take it with you.
Do you
I
guys
want
need
it.
this?
Can I turn this into the new love
I
sack?
want it.
I want it.
Turn this into the new love sack? Did we just make the fucking love sack in here? Yeah. I think you just made the official, because the way I have it worded for Floyd to use love sack was just to deem something in the love sack for the time being. But now you could give them the love sack.
The
Great.
toad sack.
Oh my gosh! I can come visit through that thing.
Yes.
I like the
Um,
new love sack.
I don't know how a love sack is made necessarily, but I'm just gonna like pat the coin purse on its head and give the minions a double thumbs up, and attempt to wink with both eyes again.
Is it still sentient?
What if I can crawl in there and then crawl out through my loves?
Oh,
connect
man.
it.
Do you want it to still be sentient? Is this even getting cooler?
Maybe.
Okay, I like it being a little sentient. Yes.
Yeah.
I think Floyd just wants to collect sentient things now.
That's a mood. That's a mood.
That is a fair decision.
All right. Do you guys need anything else while I'm here? I don't know what I can do, but
Do you have any stakes?
no, I don't.
Can you fix my credit score?
You will pay
I-
the Dark Lord of Water Dwellers and Muck Singers, the King of the Murky Plains, the Amphibious Lord, the Egg Layer, the Toad Singer, the Mightiest of all
How
Oh,
is he
you
talking
stop it,
while
coin first.
inside
You're a
out?
coin
Yeah,
Quiet,
real
Toad.
quick, I'm gonna reach into the Love Sack Prime, the original Love Sack, and pull out, you know, like those metal things that they have on coin purses and you pinch them and they open and close.
yeah,
and have the balls.
Glass.
I'm just gonna shove one of those in. So I mean, you can let him talk if you want, but now you don't have to. Okay. It was great seeing you guys. I hope you guys are doing great. We'll have a pizza party when you get back.
What's
Thank you
pizza?
for this blessing of
Yeah!
Rivert.
Oh my gosh! And I'll give you fritters if you want.
And fritters. A pizza and fritter party. I'm the best manager ever, you guys.
What is
pretty much.
pizza and fritters?
Sound like you hang out
Can
with
you-
Water Mommy from Job
Delicious.
Job.
Praise be
Mistress-
the sky stag. Even though you're not a stag.
Mistress Mao, I have a question.
What you got?
What is pizza and fritters?
It's food and it's gonna be delicious. You're gonna love it.
Oh, your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
was just back to
head
food
out now. It sure was. All right. I'm gonna head out back to what I was doing. So, I'll see you guys next time. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
The love sack now, the devil toad is now the love sack. It has retained some of its sentience that may or may not be a good thing. But the door that was behind it is now open. Not open, but there. You go to try it, however, and it does not seem to want to budge.
Floyd is going to hold up Rivert and stare him in the eyes and unclasp.
Rivert.
How do we open the door, Rivert?
Fucking
Did you just nickname it Ribbert?
Yeah, Rivert.
Yeah, it's canon now. It's canon now.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty great.
All right, I gotta make sure.
But no.
You can ask the devil toad. You're gonna it's struggling to want to answer you or to answer you at all. But Cooper, one of the fighters things is breaking down doors.
Let's do it. Break it down.
Break it down.
Demolish that door.
Yeah, it is the bend bars, lift gates, break doors, destroy an inanimate object. Thrill plus strength. Is that 11?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, you get to pick 3 of these things. It doesn't take a very long time. Nothing of value is damaged. Doesn't make an inordinate amount of noise. You can fix the thing again without a lot of effort. Probably everything except for the noise. I mean, you want...
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing of value is damaged. Doesn't matter. You don't... Well, what do you want to pick? You got to pick 3 of them.
It doesn't make a whole lot of noise. It doesn't take a very long time. And nothing of value is damaged.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to worry about fixing the thing without any effort. All right, you this is great because Cooper's a halfling.
Huffling. I'm a huffling.
You're a huffling. But you know what to do. You pick up something. There's no, there's nothing. How do you open this door?
With my skull.
You have a skull. Oh, your head, or do you have a skull?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. No, I'm teasing.
Headbutt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking was headbutting it, but
That's kind of cool.
yeah, let's just do that. I want to headbutt it.
Well, maybe it's a
Why do we open
combo.
this door? You gotta use your head.
A combo of your weapon. What's your weapon again?
needle.
Oh,
Or
needle.
sorry, it's kneading, so it's not gonna be
Yeah.
good for that. So yeah, I gotta just use my whole body. I got a really tough head though, so
You
you
do.
know, there's like that.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
well,
gonna finesse the door
Floyd,
with
while
my
you're trying to
skull.
talk to the thing, you hear a boom, boom, crack, and it didn't. Actually, it's not too loud, but boom, 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 and then you look up, and the doors opens for you, for Cooper. All right, Cooper. Well played then. There, you don't even have a headache.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a pretty strong head.
Noggin.
You'll have your chance next time, Robert. Shh. And he slowly clasps his mouth back shut.
You can't stop me from doing
Can I see the wallet thing?
You mean Robert?
Yes. I have a couple questions I want to ask him.
Floyd will let you see Robert.
Thank you, Floyd.
You have Robert privileges.
You all
Thank
stand.
you, Floyd.
What do you? Anything? All right. Anything before you guys want to move in through the door?
Just Late's gonna be the last one to enter through the door.
You stand before a long room with a rounded end. All is quiet, but you can feel the prickly vibrations of static electricity on your scalp. The floor at the room's far end begins to glow. In what seems like only for a second, a flash of light runs through the floor, mimicking the pattern you saw earlier, the one you just went through. Then 5 creatures stand in the room before you. 3 crimson-robed men with no faces, and that blubbery 10-foot-tall monster with a giant beaked face and many long tentacles, and a stick-thin figure in a yellow robe. The yellow-robed figure has a shadowed, dark space where his face would be. In a croaking voice, he pronounces, "The doom of Polymdibus is upon you!" And then his allies advance as he steps backwards and vanishes.
Oh.
All right, so we're not gonna. This isn't gonna be a huge fight. We're gonna see if we can't do this.
We've just been beating up our friends along the way.
Yeah. You have Ribbert privileges. Okay, what do you guys want to do? So we've got 3 of the red crypt cultists running at you with their sickle knives, and then one of those 10-foot tall. That's what you missed, Boople Snoot. You missed the 10-foot tall. It's like a big blubbery mass with 4 tentacles sticking on the side, and it's got an owl face with a beak and 2 owl eyes in the middle of it.
Hoot.
Screeching.
Does this count as a tentacle I can use my coupon on?
No.
Wait, we're giving out
Okay.
tentacle coupons here?
I didn't
Yeah,
get
right?
coupons.
I earned my coupon.
Would it be possible to use the ability I am the law on these cultists? You give an NPC an order based on your divine authority.
Wait, say that again, Chester? You talking to me?
As a paladin,
Yeah.
I have the ability I am the law. When you give an NPC, I can give an NPC an order based on my divine authority.
Right.
And I want to use it against these cultists.
Yes, and Floyd, you know what? I'm going to backtrack. You could try, because they're all linked to the same alien logic. They're kind of children of Polymdibus. This is how you feel. So I don't see why not. Let's give it a shot. Chester, so you're gonna step forward and demand that the cultists stop?
I can, depending on what I roll. I can, yeah. I will roll.
Let's have you do that first.
Charisma of a 7. So at a cost, they choose 1. Do what you say. Back away cautiously. Then flee. Attack you.
They're gonna choose one of those.
Yes, I am going to say that they back away cautiously, then flee.
Okay.
That should really
Stop
reduce
right
the
there,
amount of
criminal scum.
combat.
Yep.
Stop! You violated the law.
Tell us. Okay. Yes. Please tell us what you say.
I've looked into your cult. You don't have the proper paperwork with the governing bodies of this chasm, so I'm gonna need you to clear out this little clubhouse of yours and get taxes. You're also backlogged on taxes. IRS is on your. The IRS agents are.
You don't fuck with the IRS.
Don't fuck with the IRS.
Okay. All right. Chester steps forward, raises his sword because you don't have a holy relic. Do you have anything holy, or do you just use your sword?
I would just use my sword.
Steps forward, says that with his sword. The cultists stop. The rumors of you having entered their living area has rippled through them, and now they're not quite so sure. Their priest has left. The only thing keeping them here is the great big blubbery beast behind them is kind of like backing their bravery. However, that might just change. Floyd, you reach down into the knowledge that you have gleaned from watching the tentacles, and you step forward to try to apply that knowledge. Roll plus intelligence or wisdom.
I'm gonna use wisdom. So, click. 9.
Yes, 9. Well, the only thing you feel the grasp, you can feel like you've, as you extend your mind out, as you're staring at the tentacles of the great blubbery beast, you suddenly find like a hook in it, period. Like not just its tentacle, one of its tentacles, but it itself. And you feel like it opens to you just a little bit. Its consciousness does. And you could give it a command.
And Floyd's gonna keep it nice and simple. He's gonna say, "We're here to free your master. Make way."
The Towan drops back, moves back. The 3 cultists, the crimson ones, look back and they see it moving away backwards, and so they kind of move back with it slowly. You guys watch them kind of retreat just a little bit, and then one of the cultists waves its arms in a way, and there's that flash of light, and you see the pattern on the floor, and then they're gone. And Floyd, your left arm is now a tentacle.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Permanent.
That's the arm I want to hold Shadow Slayer on.
What's that?
That's the arm I hold Shade Slayer on.
Yes. Permanently.
Is it sentient?
It's a gray, rubbery tentacle, just like you've seen on the cultists. It is not sentient.
Hold on.
It's
So
his.
what if he wild shapes into something? Does that something still have a tentacle?
Yes. Hell yeah.
All right.
Yes.
A bird with one wing.
Absolutely.
You flap hard.
Amazing.
Okay, now this room doesn't have any doors or anything.
Look at the floors, I guess. The walls.
Can I, discern reality?
Sure.
Six. Nope,
You
this
have
is a
nothing.
dead end.
Booplestoop has no
head empty, heart full.
I feel like it would be the best person to do this would be would be like Late or Floyd.
Yeah.
Somebody with more magical kind of.
Discern realities is wisdom, right? So.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I should do it. So Floyd's gonna put aside the whole tentacle thing for a moment, and then he's gonna try to figure out what's going on. So I rolled an 8. That's better than 6, but
It's okay. I'm trying to think of the cost. There's going to be you realize that you can turn on the eldritch. Actually, you're the best one for this, and I'll give you pluses. We'll just say you succeed because this is the follows the alien logic of the tentacle of Palimdibus that you've kind of tapped into a little bit. It takes you a second, and you know what? I'm gonna yes, okay. So since you didn't take a condition, you need to take a condition. I'll let you choose which one, and then you guys watch as Floyd kind of like walks around, kind of feeling the floor, kind of thinking about the floor, and all of a sudden, the maze comes up and lights up the floor. This time, instead of white marble, it's actually light. You will need to walk the pattern again, Floyd says.
I feel like since I've got this freaky tentacle now, I'd probably be scarred, even though I'm doubling up on my minus. That's what I'm gonna go with for right now, because I feel like it fits the best.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if we're gonna roll. We're gonna have to do the maze again, starting with Cooper. You're gonna get +2 because you've done it before.
Okay. Yep.
Intelligence.
I can do this. Yeah. Oh, so I get not +2. I get +1.
There you go. Cooper does it with no problems, and when Cooper finishes at where you guys had last seen the door, because it ends at a wall again, Cooper just disappears. Boople Snoot.
It's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
But with +2, I'm just gonna manually the +2. 6.
6.
6.
Take 2 damage, but you make it. Late.
Okay.
Si, senor.
The
Do I have that
finest-
+4? Oh, wait, do I have a +6?
Why?
Because we did this before.
You got
We did this one
+2
before.
for intelligence. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're saying? Get plus. Where's the other +2?
Whenever I communed with the Lich, I also got a +2 for that, and since we did this before...
Sure.
I have a +6 to this roll. That's what I was asking.
Don't roll a 1.
You know what, Boople Snoot, take the damage back. What we're gonna do is if Late makes this roll, we'll just say Late led you guys all. Led all of you.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as Late don't boof this. Doesn't look like
7 + 6.
13.
Yeah.
You made it. You made it. You all disappear as you are transported elsewhere. You find yourself in a circular room with an odd olive gray stone, made of an odd olive gray stone. It's in floor engraved with the ivory tiles forming the same looping circular maze that you'd observed previously. And you're standing on a narrow band of plain stone floor that rings the pattern around the edge of the room. The room has one exit. When you guys leave, you don't see the creatures that had the cultists. They, if they came here, you do not know, but they are not in this room. When you exit this room, you find yourself in it looks like this must be where they live. It's a lot of little rooms interconnected with beds and personal effects and stuff, but it's kind of eerie because there's no one there as you're making your way through this portion of the pit. I'm going to let you all roll. If you, I'm sure you all want to keep an eye out for anything that might be good as you make your way through these rooms. So we're going to end with you each making a roll if you are searching for anything as you move through the living areas of the cultists, the sleeping areas.
Do any of them have grappling hooks?
I don't know.
Oh.
You gotta talk to Floyd. Floyd has the love sack. Floyd can pull things out of the love sack like grappling hooks. Yeah.
But Late currently has the love sack right now.
And
He's currently
meditation
talking with it.
Yeah. All right, so Cooper, do you want to search while you're moving?
Sure.
Okay. Just give me a 2d6 plus whatever you want to use.
Okay. It just have
What'd you use?
9. Strength.
Strength.
Yeah. It's all of my things are 1, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You find a because you use strength as you were like maybe picking up beds and things like that. Right?
Yeah.
And you find underneath one of them a gold medallion. That maybe is just like a little tentacled eyeball, and eyeball with a tentacle around it, and it's probably worth a good 100 gold.
Okay.
It's pretty expensive. It looks really nice. Boople Snoop.
It was wisdom, right?
It's whatever you want.
Oh.
And tell me what you want to use while you're searching.
I want to not use wisdom. I I'm just gonna look around. I'm just gonna look around because I don't need anything right now.
So you're not going to actively search?
I think I will actively search, but I'm not searching for anything in particular.
Okay.
Let's just do this. Okay, 4.
Yeah. So you see a bed with like kind of lumps on it, and you don't, because you've been searching all these rooms and you didn't. It seems like it's just a pile of clothes, so you think, oh, okay, there might be stuff. But it turns out there's an actual cultist in there who turns and wakes up immediately and grabs you.
Oh, hi.
Yes. One of the gray robed ones, so they actually have hands. They clasp their hands around your throat.
Great.
Do any of us see this?
I'm gonna say, we'll wait till Boople Snoot does something. Boople Snoot, how do you want to react to it?
So if he's grabbed my throat, my hands are free. I want to reach back and grab my pitchfork and try and stab him.
Hack and slash, do it.
Hack and slash. 7.
7 total? Even with
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, does my pitchfork have any
I think
bonuses?
it automatically is.
I'm just gonna click the pitchfork and see what happens. Okay.
You do. Well, no, your class damage isn't a D8. You're a thief, aren't you? Isn't it a D4?
It is, I think. Where do I find that? It is a D8.
For a thief? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. 5 damage? All right, you kill this thing.
Okay.
You kill him before you feel his fingers start like digging into your neck as you like stab with his pitchfork. And he lets go. Lays down on his bed dead.
Gotcha.
Late.
Okay, so hack and slash is the static. Is the attack roll, and then if that hits, then I roll damage on the weapon that I've used.
Exactly. Well, you roll
Gotcha.
your class damage die, but yeah. It's
Oh,
always gonna
okay.
be a D8.
That's probably going to be plugged in. I think that was it did roll a D8
I see. It
for
rolled
me.
it on purpose. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Late.
Yes.
Are you searching?
Yes. I'm gonna be looking at, smart places to look, like if there's any chests near the beds, if they have like a wardrobe or something. I'm looking in that area.
Okay.
Holy
Because it would make sense that the
shit, Buttery Jack sweet corn.
unnatural 12.
Natural 12.
Unnatural 12.
Oh, unnatural 12. What's up, Buttery Jack sweet corn? How you doing? You because you're looking for like you're looking like you find a a bunch of food rations for at least like 2 weeks. You can feed the dog. We're gonna make sure you guys have food.
Okay.
So casually, I feed the dog, make sure everybody gets their rations, and since I have 2 spare rations, I give one to the Toad wallet.
Fashma.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna search. I don't think there's a time you've ever asked me that question. I said.
No.
I'm gonna do it charismatically. Not very charismatically.
You
though.
can ask this dead cultist. Wait.
I got a 5.
You got a 5?
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
No. No. You too. You go in. You see the promise of something. You're like, looks like one of these. It's got a little footlocker underneath its bed. You go to bend down and look underneath it, and a shadow falls over from behind the door. A cultist had been hiding, hearing you guys searching around, and he leaps from the shadows to attack you, Fashma.
No.
The blade comes swinging out because you rolled so shicely. Go ahead. How do you want to respond?
Well, I respond to stab with stab, so stab.
With your cultist knife?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Roll hack and slash. Hack and slash.
Oh no, I missed.
6?
Yes.
Oof. The cultist blade sinks deep into your, like, it slices you across.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take the damage.
I have 3 HP, so let's see me die again.
It's gonna do 2 damage. 1 damage. Never mind. 1 damage.
Alright. So I'm at 2 now. Okay. Do I continue hack and slash?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Let's try this again. I'm feeling a little woozy. I got a 7, so I get to attack them again, but they get to attack me again.
So roll your damage die first. If you kill them, they don't have many hit points. Oof. Yeah. All right.
5.
Cool. You slice, and you wildly slice, and you just happen to slice its throat. Blood gushes out all over you as his tentacle.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Falls on you, and you push him off. And unfortunately, the little locker under the little chest under the bed was empty.
Oh.
Um,
Can I keep the chest? Throw it in the love sack?
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Chester, what are you doing?
I will also be using charisma. That's a 7.
You found the one chest that was trapped. That one of the cultists had rigged up a little trap, a little poison dart action. You realize at the moment you go click and open it, and you hear it's not poison. You hear a little, and then you look down, and there's a dart sticking out of your hand.
That's cool.
1d4. That wasn't there before.
Yeah, I know this like the back of my. Hey, that's new.
Hey, that's new. 3 damage, Chester. And
Ooh,
finally,
that's 7.
Floyd.
You just got vaccinated. Congratulations.
I will just use my wisdom. I'm just gonna
This
look where I
poison's
think
pretty
things are gonna be.
This would be a smart place to hide something.
This is where I would hide a thing. 11.
11. You hear a you hear what at first you think is singing or like humming, like somebody humming to themselves, and it's real soft, and in fact it's on and off, and you find every time you move closer to it, it stops, and you wait a little bit, and it comes back like it sensed you. And as you get closer to this room, you see this little box sitting on a next to the bed. You see a red robe hanging So this is on all the other rooms you'd seen were all gray robes. So this is probably why this person left this out and wasn't too worried about it. You go and open it up, and there is this curved sickle blade in it that you think is where the humming had come from.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. See if this sickle fights with my sword.
It seems to you to be the like you can send, like, you're chaotic, right, Floyd?
Yes, I went chaos.
Yeah, you're chaos. It seems to link up. It's a chaos as well. It lets out a little, almost a little song when you pick it up. It sings a little bit. This time full-throated, not full-throated, but it's not less of a hum and more of like a tone. It seems to be happy to be held. As you come back to the party, it sings out again, and Fashma, you kind of feel like the song was aimed at you.
Wow, picking up somebody else's loot.
Sorry, what?
Fashma, Floyd had just picked up this blade that seems to be singing at you. You can almost feel like it whistled at you. Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that part. I did hear the rest.
Cat called you. The cat called you.
It sings to my soul. I must have it.
Yeah. You do feel that way. How are you gonna feel? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to attempt to persuade him to let me have it.
Why don't you just play it out?
Charming and open. I will persuade you whether you like it or not.
Fashma looks with longing at the blade you have found, Floyd. What do you do about that?
Listen, man, I got a shitty little dagger.
So you know when you have like a piece of food and your cat or dog like looks at it and then you start moving it side to side to move their head.
Yeah.
So that's what Floyd's gonna do to Fashma.
That's me. Come on, man.
And then after like a minute, Floyd will just kind of twist it so the handle is pointed outwards, and Floyd will hand it over.
Oh,
I've already got a blade.
I'll remember this always. I will sing your tales.
You have the
Of your
singing
generosity.
cultist blade, Fashma.
Fantastic.
And so what it does is I'm gonna go and add it to your thing here. Here we go. Okay. Weapon. Okay. So when you pull it out when you first pull it out in battle, it will begin singing. All right, ululating. You have to you choose one of these three things. You either give yourself +1 to your hack and slash rolls with it for the remainder of the battle. However, all monsters will target you because of the singing.
Yeah.
Or you can take -1 to your hack and slash rolls with it, but no monsters will target you as they'll stay away from the singing of the blade. Or you can give all your allies +1 forward, just one time, everybody to all their combat rolls in that combat, but the blood in the air will attract more trouble.
Oh, well. I like it.
It's close. The tag is close because it's a dagger.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
There.
Heck yeah.
And finally, you come to the end of this interconnected, these couple different hallways filled with all these little rooms. And as you open the door, you hear like kind of a furnace, and the heat hits you. It's really hot, and you see these large furnaces and 3 of these cultists taking what look to be large, like the wooden kind of things, like with a big, what you put pizzas on, right? When you put them in the stone ovens, but they have that gray powder on it, and they're putting it into the ovens, and their backs are to you. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Are they making tentacle pizza?
Calamari.
You're right. That's the answer.
Yeah.
They're flash frying it.
Oh.
But yeah, they're as of right now, they do not know you're there. And then you see doorways on the doorway just past the furnaces, leading it further in. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
All right.
Killer Cutie just made it, and we're out. What's up, Killer Cutie? What is it?
Nanji never sleeps.
My knees are still fuzzy, Killer Cutie.
Oh, and Steve just showed up.
Hi, Steve.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Oh.
No.
No. It's terrible. How you doing,
How
Steve?
could
You just launched a new campaign on Thursday, wasn't it? Thursday? How's it going? Sassy Scratch. All right, anybody got anything they want to talk about?
Not at the
While
moment.
I find somewhere to send us? Ooh.
I got one. Don't lie about allergies at a restaurant, you dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
If you don't like something, say you don't like it. Don't fucking tell me you have an allergy. Fuck you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, no.
So let's see what we got over here in the Liching Hour is Tuesday is the season finale of season 9 of Viva La Dungeon, level 1. Rumor has it there's quite a big problem. Blightlord is going to try to destroy reality. Right now, the Lich is recruiting an extra person to come help Banana and Party Animal take on the Blightlord. Tuesday will determine whether or not reality is destroyed or not. So come check out the season finale. It's going to be a little bit of a twist to the normal, just like I always do a finale. It's just a different game format. What's that, Suni?
I said, what a twist.
Yes, it's a twist. It'll be 3 versus 1. It'll be the first time we've ever done 3 versus 1.
Fun.
Yeah, give it a shot. Yeah. There's that, and then Monday, me and Banana are going to be on Scarlett's channel again, playing Pineapple and Banana.
Yep.
Monday night.
Yep.
And then on Swashbucklers, Dart and Creepshow's joining us on Swashbucklers this week. So super excited about that too. It's a big week. It's a big
Try really hard not to fangirl. Yeah.
I got, and then we've got 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after Tuesday is the season premiere of season 10 of Viva.
Sweet.
Which will be level 2, got all new art. Zine's gonna go out. Everything's on schedule so far. The zine's gonna go out that day too. So we're about 2.5 weeks out of 2 weeks out of the zine coming out.
And Greedma has 1 commission slot open.
Greedma has a commission slot. Race. Anybody else got anything they want to mention? I found us somewhere to rated you. Go ahead.
Fantastic. No, I don't have anything right now, but if I come up with something, I'll post it in the Discord.
Hell yeah. Next week we'll be back with more Apocabitch Roadshow with the minions deep in the pit, trying to free Polymdabus, a great cosmic chaotic entity.
Deep in the P.
What, Floyd?
You said deep in the P. We're deep in the P.
Deep in the pit.
Into the pickle pit.
Deep in the pickle pit. Deep in the pickle pit. Okay. All right. I found an incredibly interesting little stream got going on here. It's kind of VTuber-ish, but the DM has a VTuber still with a mouth that's moving, just the mouth moving, animated. It's really kind of cool. Yeah, playing some D&D. Looks like.
Cool.
If you're not checking out Evandale, you're fucking, you need to.
Missing out.
Yes. Check out
Night.
Evandale.
Night.
Night, Steve. Thanks for stopping by, Good to see you. Yeah, we're a month out from our next episode of Murder She streamed. Or
Excellent.
Yeah. Be in
Wow,
August.
already? Holy cow.
It'll be August. Yeah. We got July to go through, and July's busy as fuck.
Yeah, I just am like processing that it's July.
Well, we got 6 more days of June. 6 more days.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna raid into Hawks. Hawk 3s. Thank you all for joining us for Apocabitch Roadshow. We will check you in another week.
We'll see y'all next time.
Viva la Roadshow.
Night-night. Viva la Roadshow!
Viva la Roadshow!
Hawkwind Dale. Ooh. Check this out. The one the DM talks. Pretty cool. Reminds me of old school.
Oh, that is cool.
Arriba.